I watched some movies and shit. Today I watched fucking 3 movies. In one movie we've talked about in the past. And I watched it today. I'm like, you know what? The ending of this has got to be the worst ending I've seen in any fucking movie ever. Tombstone. The ending with the Kurt Russell.
Yeah, I know Tombstone. Yeah.
I was watching. I was like, I bet this is why Joe hates this.
I've never seen it.
So at the end of it, it's like. It's kind of a fucked up movie anyways. I haven't seen it in years.
Yeah.
And I was watching it today, and Wyatt Earp, if he was really like that, what the fuck, guys?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, fuck that guy.
I mean, did you see Wyatt Earp, the movie, though? How Kevin Costner played him?
Yeah, but I don't remember it. I don't remember it. And fucking, I don't remember it. But this one, the ending was kind of because they had these major characters in the beginning of the movie, and then they just killed them. Like, they would just kill them. And that was it. No more. And then at the end of the movie, they just was like an old Western, like, shoot 'em up. Like, bah, 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 bah. I'm like, the way they talk, I didn't like it. The ending, I was like.
What is the ending, the OK Corral?
No.
Okay.
OK Corral's like 40 minutes into the movie.
Okay.
It's a 2-hour long movie.
Okay.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
Well, because he has to pay his vendettas.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know about that.
So it's just a shootout at the end.
No, it's just like a fucking, it's basically like fucking, honestly, the 2 scenes, how they ended it, I thought was going to be like the middle of the movie. Like one of those movies where, like, when you're killing your enemies, and you're like, it's like a montage. It's like, oh, he's so-and-so, boom, oh, wow, boom, boom. Like music, and it's fast-paced, and montage,
Yeah.
That's how it was. So the vendetta thing, that's how they did it.
That's how they played out the vendetta. It's just a montage at the end of the movie, and then it ends.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
It was fucked up. And the really fucked up thing was, because in the beginning of the movie and the end of the movie, they had like a narrator.
Yeah.
And he's like, who fucking like, during this, after the Confederacy lost in the Civil War, Cowboys, blah, 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 blah. So
then he goes away.
And then it goes away, right? Never see it again. And then at the end of the movie, because during the movie, fucking, like, Wyatt Earp's wife was getting hooked on fucking drugs, and she's like, I hate my life, and I hate you!
Yeah,
and fucking, it was so funny. I was like, this came out of nowhere. Because at one point, he's like, I love you, honey. And then this chick came along, and she's like, look at me, I'm so better. And he's like, you know what I do like that. I was like, you're a piece of shit.
Like, that's the story.
Is that really how it went down?
That's the same story.
Because at the end of the movie, fucking, they were like, it would crack me up.
They live in Alaska or some shit.
Well, at the end of the movie, what cracked me up was the narrator came back on. He goes, well, Virgil, he did this, this, and this with one arm as one guy, and then this happened, and this. Maddie died of a drug overdose. I'm like, his ex-wife died? He's like, he drove her to that, and then he's like, well, gotta go, bitch. Oh, man, I don't know.
I mean, he comes across like an asshole. Yeah.
And then I started, and I was researching him.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I've got to see how this really happened.
Yeah.
And I guess that really happened.
Yeah.
But the scene where Doc Holliday fucking killed the one dude in the woods, he's like, I'm your Huckleberry.
Yeah.
He said it to him like twice in the movie.
Yeah.
And he was a cool-ass character. That didn't really happen. They found him. What I read was that dude, which was Johnny Ringo, fastest gun in the West or whatever the fuck, right? Yeah. They found him dead with a bullet hole in the head, and the coroner ruled it as suicide because he was drinking real heavily and shit like that. But I guess Wyatt Earp claimed that he shot him, and then like someone else claimed that they shot him. So it's like nobody really knows really what happened. I don't think Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday fucking gunned that guy down. I think he just killed himself. I think he was drunk as fuck. It's like, pow!
Yeah, after all the shit that went down.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Never seen the movie though.
Yeah, it was sweet. It was sweet up until the end. The ending, I was like, this is fucking. I don't like this ending.
Huh.
But watching the entire movie, I was like, I can see why people like that movie because I like it. But at the end, I don't like the ending. Yeah. I like the beginning and the middle. Fuck the ending.
Yeah.
And it cracks me up because it's mostly liners. That's why everybody loves the movie. Because of the one-liners. It's like, you tell him I'm coming him, and I'm bringing a whole raft of hell with me. Or some shit like that, you know what I mean? And I'm like, well, that's a good line.
Yeah.
You know? And he's
but
like,
that's all it is.
that's all it is, one-liners. Like, this is why everybody likes this movie. And Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell is just badass.
It's about enough one-liners.
And at one point in time, dude, I go, this needs to be a drinking game. How many times they pistol whip somebody in this fucking movie? Because they would just pistol whip like a pow! Like numerous times they're like, crack! Like, shit! Like one dude, they took his own pistol and was like, crack! He's like, motherfucker! Another dude, he's fucking crack. Like, they're just pistol whipping people. And I'm like, how many times are they pistol whipping motherfuckers? The Old West was no joke. Just crack! Shut up! Crack!
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I find it a very interesting time. But I don't know.
It's a barbaric time, I think. I think it's barbaric. I might have survived.
I don't know.
Probably not. I would have been that dumbass that fucking ran his mouth and got like, I can take you, Earp! You think you're so fucking bad, don't you? Wyatt! Pow! Ow! I was gonna let you go! I really didn't mean it. You'll be fine from that. Just a bullet wound, Tom. Infections get me right now.
For real, like instantly.
Yeah. He's like, there's no cure to this fucking appendicitis or whatever. Bullet hole in you? Hope to God it don't get infected. It's been infected. The bullet infected it.
Basically.
That's how you die in the Old West.
Yeah.
The Old West, like, everybody's like, you know, they were such a badass to live in the Old West. You could shoot people down. Yeah, but they survived half the time. And then they died, like their arm got cut off. What happened to you? I got shot in the arm. Fucking,
yeah.
the fucking infection took over. Doc said, it's gotta go. I'm like, Doc, are you sure it's gotta go? He's like, it's gotta go. So he sawed it off with no painkillers.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
fuck the Old West.